Are you looking for your next opportunity in the workforce? Look no further. UPS Jobs Kentucky is now hiring at upsjobsky.com. Right now, we are offering up to $18.50 an hour. You may even be eligible for a program that helps you graduate college completely debt-free and could also include a $325 a month living allowance paid directly to you. Follow us at UPS Jobs Kentucky and apply today at upsjobsky.com.
There's nothing more important than a child's health. That's why Body Armor Sports Drink is proud to partner with Walmart and Children's Miracle Network Hospitals, raising funds for 156 children's hospitals across the U.S. Children's hospitals are on the front lines when it comes to protecting the health of our future generations. But they are not alone. Please join Body Armor Sports Drink to support the cause. Together, when we change kids' health, we change the future. Go to childrensmiraclenetworkhospitals.org to donate and learn more. That's childrensmiraclenetworkhospitals.org.
GE Appliances is hiring full-time for all shifts. Join our manufacturing team and make up to $660 per week. Apply today at makeitatatthepark.com. Make a difference. Make it at GE Appliance Park.
Head over to the GE Appliances Podcast Center on ESPNLouisville.com.
Welcome back. Welcome back. It's Middays with Marcus Maben. 8150 93.9 is the number. 93.9 is the station. And people, we have a treat for you. Not only is it a Friday, but it is a featured guest host Friday. We have an assortment of just people who are going to brighten your day. Steve Rummage in the building, Brian Hall in the booth.
I am, and the only thing that would make me angrier than this is when I go out of town and you bring in Reese Gaines. Like that pisses me off really good.
Right.
But what bothers me even worse is you knew. Now, look, Thomas, great dude, whatever. Got you. You knew two beautiful women were going to be in here. And I walk in, and the first thing I see is Marcus in this tracksuit, and I'm like, hey, he looks all right. So I just kept walking around. I didn't think nothing. He's like, oh, yeah, they're coming in today. And I'm like, okay. And now I look here, and I'm like, you let me walk in. Not even a heads up, not a text, not a, hey, man, you may want to throw on something decent.
No,
I've
Steve.
got a Disney Mickey Mouse hat on.
It totally slipped my mind, Steve.
Yeah. I'm like, thank you.
Yes.
So you win this one.
Yes, Steve.
You win this one. All right, yeah, so fair enough.
Let's get ready for next round.
I know.
Brian
Appreciate it.
Hall in the booth. Brian, what's going on, my man?
Nothing too much. I'm excited to continue our player evaluation segment. I got another doozy for you guys.
Right
today.
now, Brian, you have 7 seconds. Who was on the list yesterday?
We had I have a running list sitting right here.
Okay.
So we had
See what I'm saying? 3,
so we had
2,
Amari Huggins
1.
Bruce. We had Jahar Jordan and Ashton Gelati.
Listen, when I first woke up, that's what the first thing on my mind was, Marcus, let's make sure we know who we covered.
Yeah.
I got a list here.
Okay.
I believe it.
Running list.
Okay, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to introduce first our guest host, Thomas Bellingham, and then I'll allow everyone else to give their gentle, soft opening introductions, and then we will kind of loosen up and get into the subjects for today.
So my name is Jennifer Lampkin, and I'm on the advisory board for Blessings in a Backpack's Louisville chapter.
Blessings in the Backpack Louisville chapter. Yeah, don't be shy. We got more than enough time. Just go ahead and give it.
My name is Kayla Hammerstrom, and I am the chair of the Louisville Blessings in a Backpack board. And my mother actually started Blessings in a Backpack in our garage, 16 years ago now.
We're talking about the Blessings in the Backpack.
Yes.
Originally, Jennifer, you said that people kind of just say, okay, is it just back to school things? And you said you wanted to make it clear from the beginning.
Very clear. We feed kids. So we are all about sending food home on the weekends because these kids, during the school year, they can get breakfast, lunch, snacks through the federal free and reduced meal programs at their school.
Right.
But when that bell rings on Friday afternoons, a lot of these children are going home with empty cupboards. So that's our whole mission. We mobilize communities, individuals, resources to send food home on the weekends to get them through that 65 hours until school starts back on Monday morning.
Now, Thomas, you will be guest emceeing. You will be you will be representing these ladies as the player profile guy when we get started. Yes.
Yes, sir. I might have bit off more than I can chew because definitely being outclassed, outshined by these two lovely ladies who do
true.
so much great stuff in the community.
Yeah.
So
Look, I'm like, yes,
Yeah.
you are.
well, you see, I was going to plan. I brought a jacket at least.
Yeah, fair. I was going to say, yeah, Thomas looks great. Everybody looks great. Well, Brian,
Steve,
I probably look better.
Steve, you
Brian.
look wonderful, Steve. Don't worry about it. You look just fine.
Hey, I beat Brian. It's like when you're outrunning the bear. I don't have to be the fastest. I just got to be faster than the slowest
Than the
guy.
last person.
So, yeah, so there we go.
So, and here's what we're going to do. We're going to try to mix in a little bit of sports. Well,
Sure.
we'll get some general sports opinions and try to sprinkle it all in through the show, keep everybody entertained. So let me just ask a random, American question. Did you watch the opening of NFL last night?
Well, as a Cowboys fan, absolutely I did. Yes, absolutely. So, but it got interrupted because last night, over at Norton Commons, we had a little, every other Thursday we have our little little
boogie nights,
right? Yeah. So it was fun. Drew Diener texts me, says, "Hey, I'm out here with Cooper, next to the beer tent." I'm like, she walked down and hang out.
I can do it.
I went and hung out with Brandon, assistant coach at Mail. Got some good stuff for
fair
us
enough.
coming up. Yeah.
Well, that's awesome.
Yeah, they're big fans.
You tell them to call in?
Yeah, I did. They're big fans of us. And
Why do we tell everybody to call in and they never do it?
I don't know, because
do they get cold feet?
No, it's what we were telling them. We don't take ourselves seriously, and then people look at us and they think they don't really want us to call in, and we're like, well, they probably really don't want to call in and talk to us, and then we're just. What was it on
we're in radio
Guardians of the Galaxy when he said nobody has a plan? He's like, look at us, we're just 5 jackasses with no plan. Like, look, this is where we're at, So
okay, so claim your teams. Claim your teams now. Who's your team?
So last night, yes, to answer your original question, do we watch kickoff? Absolutely. I'm a black and gold Brigade fan. Originally from Erie, Pennsylvania. I grew up,
Wow.
Terry Bradshaw, big Steeler fan.
Right.
We watched a little bit of it, but I had she's going to kill me for saying it, but I had my wifely duties to do last night.
Yeah,
I
fair enough.
had to clean up the house. And
Fair enough.
But we had it on the background, and plus I had some work. And
Like honeydew lists and things
sure.
like that. Yeah, fair enough. Fair. So do we have teams over here in particular?
Oh, goodness, the pressure. I mean, I got to go with the Bills, just the whole Bills Mafia thing and what they did for Blessings in a
yes,
Backpack.
yes.
I mean,
Yes.
Lamar, Eric. I mean, this is home root stuff here.
Yeah,
so
that's
I
fair.
got to go with that.
No,
That's fair.
If there's not a better reason to choose a program to root for, your connection with the Bills Mafia and Blessings in Backpack.
And the Bills were mine too, or the
Yeah.
Tennessee Titans. My brother would kill me if I didn't say them.
Tennessee Titans. What is the connection? The Tennessee Titans thing.
My little brother.
Yeah.
I cheer for who Kendall cheers for.
Fair enough. Listen, when my son plays for the Detroit Lions, when this whole experiment is over.
It's a nice little nugget to be able to throw out. Well, my kid plays the Lions, and they're okay.
So when that's over, I'll probably be back to the Titans.
Okay.
But they broke my heart. Like I don't heal easy. Like men, and they just broke my heart.
Are you a bitter Betty?
Oh,
that's a good
something
one.
much worse than bitter Betty. Like I don't know what a bitter Betty is, but it doesn't sound as bad as what I am. Like
sounds like a lot. Yeah, that sounds like a good explanation.
I'm more like just the saddest Susan that ever existed.
Sad Susan. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I am. So yeah, once time has healed my wounds, with the Titans, but yeah, I'll be back at some point. And I get to watch Dez Fitzpatrick a little bit.
Yeah,
Might be
it's fun.
Okay, so
Can we just chalk that up as Marcus the Martyr? Like poor Marcus?
Yeah, I was gonna say. Yeah,
Yes.
I know. We can keep coming up.
That's exactly what it is. Okay, so this is what we'll do. I got one more quick nugget before we kind of get into the into the good of the show, the good vibes of the show. I just have to bring this up with you, Steve, and y'all feel free to jump in on this one.
Okay.
You know that I'm not a subscriber. I don't have a lot of what is it? The things you always
Legal subscriptions. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't.
Sure.
I don't like subscriptions. I don't
See,
like.
I'm the opposite. I'm a subscription guy. I have Netflix, Disney Plus.
Oh.
I have HBO Max. YouTube TV. Like I like all my stuff.
Yeah, and listen, I don't have a good reason other than I just like the resistance of change. It's like, don't pressure me into subscribing to all these new, options. I want to take my time and fill everything out, and I don't like information overload. So you and I ran into a problem the other day, and I took a stand.
Okay.
And
it's the worst watching games with him over the phone too, because either I'm going to cheer first or he's going to cheer first. Something, because Marcus is either 3 minutes ahead, 3 minutes behind, because he bootlegs everything. So yeah, it's like
I love finding sites, just free subscription sites.
He's getting a
versions
feed straight from like Bangladesh, and you're like, where is this? Like, where do you even watch?
No, and this is true. This is true what he's saying.
Yeah.
But here's the problem. Here's where I make the stand. And I said it to you. I don't know how serious you thought I was, but I heard Drew Diener and Ethan Moore having this conversation. And I wanted to get on my show in front of the millions and millions and say it stops now.
Okay.
Now, by the end of this discussion, Steve, it looks like cooler heads prevailed.
Okay.
But I'm still extremely uncomfortable with this idea that happened this morning. What if I told you the gold medal game for USA basketball, you have to get a subscription to Peacock Plus?
That's what I heard. Now, I've heard that's been debunked since.
It has been.
But up until the gold medal game,
it has been debunked.
You did have to up until. Now, I have Peacock because I'm a wrestling fan. I'm still a child. I don't know what to tell you. I'm still I like my wrestling, so I got to have my Peacock.
This is the most unacceptable, unprotested sports story in history. And why do I feel like I'm the only one that cares about it? We, the USA, have a expected gold medal basketball team, and you're going to charge the American citizen $5 to watch the USA play in the Olympics? When's enough?
Okay, that's fair. I'm not totally disagreeing with you.
It's
on
not
that.
okay. But listen, you can't just show up at the finish line and say, "Oh, okay, we'll watch for a few minutes." And no, you deprived me of my Olympics.
Yeah, because the gold medal game is going to be on NBC.
And here's the thing.
Yeah, I was going to say, like,
I don't think it was at first.
No, I don't either. I think they caught some flack for that.
If it took you to get all the way to the gold medal game for someone to be outraged,
it's the new world.
No,
man.
it's not.
It's subscription
I
TV.
will not. I will not.
Everything's going to subscriptions. I told you this. I said, what was it, 7 years ago, Marcus, when the WWE Network come out, I said, Marcus, it's going to change the game. Things are going to be different now. You're going to have to start subscribing to a la carte TVs and stuff like that, and this is what we're headed to.
Thomas, I need you to be the voice of reason in this conversation. Listen, I
feel like there's a lot of things you could have woke up and been angry at today.
I'm angry that people are just now getting angry about the coverage and the charging of the American taxpayer to watch its teams participate in the greatest sports organizational event in history.
Okay.
Hey, Steve.
Yes.
Here's $10.
Okay.
Thank you. One's for you. One's for you. There you go. Listen, this is you hit
Thank you.
You nailed it, Marcus. You absolutely nailed it. This is the United States of America. And again, and I'm going to pull this card. As a proud veteran of the United States Marine Corps,
you are
Naval Reserves,
and thank you,
one that bear this flag on his chest. For $5 to watch our beloved players play, you could always, if you like, call your son who plays for the Detroit Lions, stroke the check, get you on an airplane, get you over to Tokyo, then go watch.
Yeah, Thomas,
right?
it's the
or pay the $5.
It's the principle. It's not me. It's for America.
You're right. So pay the $5 for America.
Yeah, right. Thank you. See, that's what I'm saying. I'm like
$5 times the 2 billion, the 2.3 million, however many million Americans in it. You can't charge $5 for.
Like I said, I just feel like there's a lot. Like I feel you, and I love this passion, but I feel like there's a lot of different directions this could be like aimed at right now, as opposed to the. I
don't know why y'all don't care.
You don't have
You should
Peacock.
care.
Place and get Peacock Plus. Like, so you're not even like in the.
I haven't even
you're
get
not even
started
really in the
subscribing.
conversation.
My goodness.
Yeah, right now. So
Oh,
it's
man.
like, yeah.
Well,
I just.
hey, Marcus, if you're not going to give the $5 to Peacock, would you mind giving it to Blessings in a Backpack?
Listen,
right. Yeah.
That is an excellent transition. That's the only thing that's going to restore my faith in humanity is that I know I have two ladies in here who are every day restoring faith in humanity. Okay, so give me the backstory. Like there are people who are listening. I don't know who wouldn't know, but let's start with backstory. Blessings in a Backpack. You know, like I said, it's to appeal to everybody's reason. You should know the beginnings.
My mom worked for a law firm, and they did a fundraising event at a school, and they got to spend the day with a child. And at lunch, the little girl asked my mom if she could have her apple, and my mom was like, "Oh my gosh, are you still hungry? Let me go get you some more to eat." And the little girl said, "No, I need something to eat this weekend." And my mom came home that night, told my dad to clear out the garage, went to Target and bought every backpack she could find and as much non-perishable food items that she could find. And we spent the night filling backpacks in our garage. And then my dad spent the next morning driving around to local churches and anybody that would accept the backpacks.
How old were you when this moment happened? Like, what do you remember? Because as a child, this may seem monumental, or it may seem like just a homework assignment. Like, do you have a vivid memory of the passion?
I do. I was 15, so I went to Holy Cross High School, where I went to St. Lawrence and then to Holy Cross, so South End kid, and that's just not something that I had ever really experienced before, seen, or knew was even around, and so it really kind of opened my eyes, and to see that my mom just being to me, my mom was my mom. Like, she's not, going to do anything like spectacular. And to see like the ripple effect of that, decision to come home that day and go and get this stuff, and how it has affected, hundreds of thousands of children. And, to hear stories of people now that were beneficiaries of blessings, it's amazing. I mean, she would never in a million years have imagined it be where it is today.
Your dad, does he, okay, and again, we like to be sarcastic male, and it's like, oh, honey, okay, this dude. Wait a minute. Let's not just glance past this part of, hey, honey, clean out the garage now. Whoa. Whoa.
Straighten everything up here.
Did you have a bad day at work or something, honey? So was there any in-house debate about a man's garage being cleaned out, or was he on board?
No, my dad is a very proud Mr. Missy, and he still refers to himself as Mr. Missy when it comes to our mom. And so, yeah, I mean, he didn't question anything. He was like, okay, let's do this. Like, if that's what you think we need to do and that's what needs to be done, like, let's do it. What do you need me to do? And so my dad worked for the alcohol beverage control here in Louisville. So, he worked it in the evenings and then was off during the day. So, yeah, he spent the next day driving and just delivering bags, and he supported my mom with whatever harebrained scheme she had concocted or come up with.
Wow.
What I think is so awesome is like, to her mom and her dad as well, their entire family looked at these kids just like they looked at their own. I mean, this is a child full of potential and possibilities. And I think, honestly, probably my favorite thing that Missy did that day is kind of something she did not do. She did not ignore the opportunity that was right in front of her. And she didn't say, well, honey, where's your parents? Because, it doesn't matter. A kid doesn't get to choose the family they're born into.
Right.
And, we have parents out there that are busting their butts, working 2 or 3 jobs,
Absolutely.
and still having a hard time making ends meet. And we have parents just being butts.
Yeah.
But, a child is not responsible for the decisions their parents should or should not have made. And it's just, it started right here in Louisville, has become a national organization, which is just phenomenal.
I'm going to do this probably every, again, we have Jennifer and Kayla from Blessings in the Backpack. I'm going to do my best to say this periodically. www.louisville.blessingsinAbackpack.org. So if you want to write that down, remember that, again, just hearing the beginnings. If you could, we talked about the Bills connection to that. Could you kind of go back over that story a little bit? Because I do remember when it happened, the Lamar Eric Wood connection to the Bills Mafia. That was a big story. That was a big deal. That was a really feel good story.
It was national.
Yeah, right.
It went national very quickly.
Right.
And it was. I mean, the Bills Mafia.
Could you rehash it a little bit if you could?
It was Saturday. It was a Saturday, I think. Maybe I don't remember. It just blew up
and like crazy.
Lamar got hurt in a game, and so the Bills Mafia decided to come together and support the organization that Lamar supports, and its Blessings.
Mm-hmm.
And because of what they were able to donate, we've been able to add Blessings chapters in New York, Buffalo,
New Jersey, I believe.
I think New Jersey, and maybe one in New Hampshire too. Mm-hmm. So yeah, because of places where Blessings hadn't even reached yet, has now been able to expand far enough and feeding just more and more children because of the donations that the Bills Mafia had
raised.
Yeah, and we're just so thankful for that because, I mean, it's about the kids. It's about feeding the children.
Now, when you talked about it, you talked about partnerships and how it was able to just squeeze what is it? The squeeze blood from a turnip. The squeeze every penny and make it stretch as far as humanly possible.
Right. Because a lot of times when people hear about our mission, they want to do food drives. And in the beginning, in the grassroots, that's what we needed. But over the years, we have strategic partnerships now with Cisco, Conagra, and Kellogg. So we get special pricing, and we can stretch that dollar much further than someone just going out to Sam's and Costco. And the thing is, we also work with nutritionists. And what we're able to do is for $120, we can sponsor you can sponsor a child for an entire year, and that means food will go home every weekend for 38 weeks during the academic year.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And also recommended food, nutritionist recommended food.
Yes. So there's typically about 7 items, and what's so important is that these have to be shelf stable. They have to be easy to open and to eat. No prep, yeah, because we don't know. They may or may not have a refrigerator at home.
Things most people overlook.
Yes, can't have a can opener. I mean, they just got to be able to open it and eat it without refrigerating or heating it.
Sure.
And we do work with those nutritionalists to make sure that they're getting protein in their fruits and vegetables and calories that these kids need to grow and develop. And Cisco already delivers to the school cafeterias here in JCPS. So we have really systematized this process, and we just need to raise money to help feed kids. There's, prior to COVID, 64,000 children in Louisville, Kentucky are food insecure. That means they don't know where their next meal is going to come from. Post-pandemic, that number is estimated to be over 100,000 kids in our city, in our hometown. And it doesn't matter, East End, West End, South End. I mean, it's across the board.
And you say that's $120 will do a whole school year?
Yes.
Of
yeah.
food.
$10 a month.
I mean, if you're I'm not even I'm saying this, it's kind of funny, but I mean, if you like Malone's, I love Malone's.
Right.
It's that's $1.5 meal, man. It's like that if you say, okay, take $120.
Perspective on it.
I'm actually 100% on that. I want to get with y'all before you leave, and I will do that.
Well,
absolutely.
Skipping your Friday coffee twice a month.
Yeah. That's 100%.
Something is
was that a shot at my frappe?
No,
because I feel like
I feel judged
I
now.
just said I want to do it. No, I was like,
What was that? Like some kind of chocolate mocha?
Hey, listen,
latte.
they say it's coffee. I'm like, I'm pretty sure there's not any coffee in it, but it was good. Yes, basically that's what I had.
Steve, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Steve, you bring up a tremendous point. So those of us that are fortunate enough to go out to dinner, right, in a setting like that at Malone's, or even if you go out to a Roosters or anywhere else, right?
Absolutely.
Bearno's Pizza.
Bearno's.
Right? Yeah, Bearno's Pizza.
We happen to own 2 Bearno's 502 locations.
Uh-huh.
Great call.
Yeah. We love some Bearno's. Yeah. That's our.
And speaking of Bearno's, do you have the read ready for it?
It's in my.
Oh, you dropped the bag.
I have zip up pockets, Mark.
You don't know it. You don't know the Bearno's.
Taking me to task.
You
today,
don't know
man.
the Bearno's by head by now.
Almost.
Thanks to who?
George.
And
the Bearno's by the bridge
for delivering
Bearno's.
As you guys fight out your pizza quarrels,
I'm sorry. Yeah, but he really set me off on that
your
one.
point of $120.
Listen, he does this every single Friday for the last 17 to 27 weeks.
It's my favorite pizza.
Thanks to Beer Nose and the team and Phil Baker for bringing by Beer Nose Pizza.
We'll get some later.
Beer Nose Pizza, yeah, it's that good. Quick commercial break, middays with Marcus Maben on 939 The Ville.
Are you looking for your next opportunity in the workforce? Look no further. UPS Jobs Kentucky is now hiring at upsjobsky.com. Right now, we are offering up to $18.50 an hour. You may even be eligible for a program that helps you graduate college completely debt-free and could also include a $325 a month living allowance paid directly to you. Follow us at UPS Jobs Kentucky and apply today at upsjobsky.com.
There's nothing more important than a child's health. That's why Body Armor Sports Drink is proud to partner with Walmart and Children's Miracle Network hospitals, raising funds for 156 children's hospitals across the U.S. Children's hospitals are on the front lines when it comes to protecting the health of our future generations. But they are not alone. Please join Body Armor Sports Drink to support the cause. Together, when we change kids' health, we change the future. Go to childrensmiraclenetworkhospitals.org to donate and learn more. That's childrensmiraclenetworkhospitals.org.
GE Appliances is hiring full-time for all shifts. Join our manufacturing team and make up to $660 per week. Apply today at makeitattthepark.com. Make a difference. Make it at GE Appliance Park.
Head over to the GE Appliances Podcast Center on ESPNLouisville.com.
Welcome back. It's Middays with Marcus Maben, 8150. 93.9 is the number. 93.9 is the station. Let me get this one out of the way because I don't want to get caught up in the show and forget it. People, because you get a large group of people in a small room, we have to make sure that temperature control is one of the most valuable resources one could have. If you agree, then the DFH company is definitely the company for you. Simply dial 968-6222, or you can look up online at dfhcompany.com. Inquire about that Mitsubishi mini split like the one we use in our 93.9 studios for that hard to heat, hard to cool room in your home. Again, 968-6222, or look them up online at dfhcompany.com. I'm sure you're wondering, coming out of the break, what inspires the car wash music, which is a tune I know you haven't heard in a while. You're welcome. That was compliments to Thomas Bellingham, who is going to tell you a little bit about the car wash sponsorship event we have coming up.
Thanks, Marcus. I was hoping Brian Hall would keep the music going, and then people didn't have to listen to me flap my big fat teeth and gums all the time. But I am excited to sit and talk about our first annual, because we're going to be doing this. We're going to run it back next year. So it's our first annual car wash, spelled with a K. If you notice some of the pictures and flyers circulate around social media, et cetera. If you got an email, the car wash is KW, obviously play on words. I'm with Keller Williams.
Yes.
Thomas Bellingham Real Estate. I'm a Keller Williams agent out of Dutchman's Lane, 6106 is where we're going to have in the car wash. Nonetheless, Jennifer and I and Caleb been in contact for years and supporting the Blessings in a Backpack. And coming out of COVID, not many people were able to get together for, how many times do we see each other at golf outings or, events, stuff for coach or something like that, or the alumni. So I thought, what could we do to make a splash, right? A little play on words.
Right.
Make a splash coming out. Guys, ladies, we're only a few days away from school starting back, right?
Yeah. Oh, I know that.
So originally it was going to be July 21st. We had to bump it to August 7th, which again, it's certainly a blessing to have it now. Again, a few days before school. But let's get a car wash going, right? We can come out, have fun, enjoy, get the rejuvenate ourselves, getting back into the real world of
don't
pre-COVID.
Don't bury the lead. I learned that from my radio brethren. This is not something I normally do professionally, but don't bury the lead. The lead to your story is you're returning back to school. Moms, dads, you will be judged on the condition of your car.
Car rider line, right?
Get
car rider line.
Your cars cleaned. You will be judged. You better not show up with that, COVID, I don't wash my car too often. And no, you're back to being judged, people. Get your car washed. It's very, very important. Give them the locations again, or give them. You had a special deal going on.
Yes, sir, and that's why you are the name on the show, the Mark. That's great. I didn't even think about that. We're nonetheless we're going to be out there from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. at 6106 Dutchman's Lane. It's the Caden Tower building. It's the Ruth's Chris building. You know where it's at. It's the big pink building everybody looks that says, man, I can't wait to go have dinner there one day, right?
Right.
So fortunately enough, we have 2 offices on the 7th floor and 3rd floor. We have a little annex building on the outside called the Command Center. Again, 6106 Dutchman's Lane.
Indeed.
You've seen it, the Ruth's Chris building. Yeah. Come there. It's we're going to just have a line of cars. Pull over. We're going to have Steel City Pops there, food from Salsaritas. We have a DJ there, a personal DJ playing some music, and I don't know. Am I allowed to say another radio station on this radio station?
Yeah.
Our friends from WDJX and Alpha Media. We love all of our radio partners, just as you guys.
Yeah. Just not sports shows. Yeah.
No.
Just not the competition.
You're the only sports show. You guys are the only sports channel here at ESPN 680 and 105.9.
105.7 and 93.9 DeVille. Get that right.
105.7, sorry.
Get everybody.
It's fine.
They're going to come knocking up. Shut it down.
Yeah.
Shut it down,
but
baby.
yes, we have food, we have snacks. We're going to be out there. First 100 cars, as I said earlier, comes through. You get a free top car wash because we're volunteers and we do other things in the community. But you are going to have a high shine on your vehicle when you come through. But Zips Car Wash, Zips Express Car Wash, they opened up a new location on Breckenridge Lane. They have been so gracious to donate 100 of their top car washes. So when you come through and we get judged for not washing your car, just like Marcus will judge you for not having it shined up, I guess we'll be the sole source of that. But you will be rewarded with a free car wash to go to Zips Express.
That is extremely, extremely generous, people. Like
very much.
Listen, I had a pre-show meeting with Thomas, and we might have to dial that back a little bit. Those free car washes are valuable when school's starting back.
It's for the kids, so Zips is all in. We're all in. We hope everyone else listening will be all in.
Yeah, we are doing our best to be great for the kids. So I did give you a kind of a pre-show assignment. Brian Hall is kind of in charge at keeping this thing on board. So Brian Hall, I asked you earlier. You were prepared. You did name off the random group of guys. You said you have a guy, a special player profile. For those who don't know, if you didn't listen to the show yesterday, we were unveiling a new segment to kind of introduce the fans to each individual player. Like I said, I just wanted to make it about a 15-minute segment just to kind of reintroduce everybody. So, with the open practice coming up on Sunday, if you plan on going to that, I want everybody to be able to kind of recognize or have just a couple of bullet points about individual players and listen.
And you are going to the practice, right?
I am going to the practice.
So I'm getting up and I'm going. So I need.
But yeah, don't wait on me like that. It's just like.
Oh no, I'm going regardless. But I'm saying, look, I'm in football mode. Look, I booked flights to Atlanta yesterday.
Well, let's
I'm ready.
Let's put it out here right now.
Apparently, your Cowboys aren't in football mode.
Well, it's the listen. It is the Hall of Fame
shot
game.
At something.
Yeah, the Hall of Fame game.
Shots fired.
I know. It's like, hang on.
This is what I will do though, Steve. I want you to say it publicly. Do you want to concentrate on football when you go to this practice? Or do you want to socialize with all the people you've missed over the past 2 years? Because here's the thing. I don't want to say, hey, everybody come up and let's have a good time. And then Steve's in serious football mode. And it's just like, yeah, hey, how you doing? Yeah. No, hey, how you doing?
No, yeah, I want to see the team. Yeah.
In other words, leave Steve alone.
Listen,
bring a notepad then.
My past year, I've saw everybody I want to see. So,
listen, just bring a notepad so you can look really locked in.
Okay, so I'll just sit over there, wear a visor. Yeah,
just be super scout guy.
Yeah.
Okay, Brian Hall, you are in charge. Player profile, Brian Hall. Yesterday he had Amari Higgins Bruce, and today
I'm going to introduce you to a little bit of quarterback depth here at Louisville. Number 12. Name is TJ Lewis. He is a 6'3" quarterback, weighs 170 pounds. He is a freshman from Brunswick, Georgia, and he attended Glenn Academy. He was ranked as the... Sorry?
Real quick pause.
Uh-oh.
Texters, 3831-939. Why is Brunswick, Georgia trending over the last, let's say, month? First texter will get your props. If you can text in, what is everybody thinking?
We give away great prizes here. We'll give you props.
We are the
if you
king. You think props from Middays with Marcus Maben doesn't make someone's month at very least?
Absolutely.
Man. So why is Brunswick, Georgia a trending name? Okay, Brian, get back to it.
All right, so 6'3" freshman, 170 pounds from Brunswick, Georgia. He was ranked as the 34th dual threat quarterback in his class, according to 247 Sports. He was a 3-star prospect, and he committed to the Cards on August 1st, 2020. He is a 3-time team captain at Glenn Academy, and he took them to an 8-4 record his senior year. He was named the Class 6A Region 2 Player of the Year after his stellar senior season. He finished the season with about 1,900 yards of total offense, and he accounted for 21 touchdowns. He was named the player of the game 5 times out of 12 games during the season. He passed for 1,200 yards and 15 touchdowns while rushing for 700 yards and adding another 6 scores on the ground. He ended his career with more than 4,000 total yards of offense in 3 seasons. He attempted only 56 passes in 11 games as a junior, and he rushed for nearly 1,000 yards and 17 touchdowns also in that junior season. In his sophomore year, he threw for 366 yards and 3 touchdowns while rushing for 300 yards in 6 games. He participated in basketball as well, and he chose the Cards over Central Florida, Georgia Tech, Virginia Tech, Coastal Carolina, Boston College, Cincinnati, Northwestern, Georgia State, and Georgia Southern.
Okay.
That's a big pick over Cincinnati. I'm just going to put that out there because there's a local product up there in Desmond Ritter.
I know.
His dad and folks, personal friends, love him.
Yeah.
Watch Desmond come up through the ranks at St. X. And so for him to pick that's phenomenal.
Yeah, we'll give a shout out to his dad, Aaron Ice. I play volleyball with him.
Who may be listening to the show as we speak.
What's up, Aaron?
Yeah.
Okay, so what stands out?
Well, I mean, anytime you get a kid from that part of the country in Georgia, of course, I like that. And it's funny because when I do my player profile, I'm also going to Brunswick, Georgia.
Oh, no.
Yes.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, darn it. I got to change then. Go ahead.
See,
Good
this
job.
is why you should have. I'm just saying.
Good job.
Yeah, so I'm also going there, but we'll talk about that in a second. But
his list stands out to me.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, Georgia Tech's bringing in good talent. Cincinnati's bringing in good talent. UCF's bringing in good talent. If you choose Louisville over coaching staffs that I know have been bringing in good talent,
sure.
it means you can play.
I thought he was a good name to highlight just because a lot of people are worried a little bit about the quarterback depth. You know, what's the future after Malik Cunningham? So this is our freshman that we brought in, so I thought people might like hearing a little bit more about his high school stats.
Yeah. No,
Fire away. It's on you.
No, I totally agree. Are you ready for mine?
Yep.
Okay. Because I'm staying in Brunswick, Georgia. This must be the spot.
Right?
Yeah.
Listen, I didn't get it. Did I get
somebody said is big right now because the Nationals in bowling?
Jesus Christ.
What?
No. Is that what they answered?
Yeah. Is it some? Are they even on the even close?
No.
No. Okay.
I'm terribly disappointed.
Okay. Well, that's all we got.
Kwame Brown.
Oh,
Kwame Brown.
Is that where he's from?
He just threw that he just gave away 6,000 pairs of shoes from
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
he
has been doing a big worldwide. Everybody donate shoes, clothes. For the local schools and the underprivileged youth, and it was like a huge deal in Brunswick, Georgia. He had been kind of pushing it for a while. So yeah, Kwame Brown has been trending. I'm so disappointed in the text line. Don't worry about it, y'all. I'll get you back on that one. But okay.
Okay. So I'm staying there with a guy that I think is going to end up in the starting lineup this year. I think when we go down to Atlanta. By the way, I got a good Southwest. I got a good ticket there yesterday. Solid. Yeah. And they lost my luggage. a couple months ago.
Oh,
So I got
yeah.
like $100
You got the
voucher.
voucher?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yeah, score.
And you only got that voucher because you kept a good heart, about your bag getting lost.
I was very pleasant. We had just came
They're
back
pretty
from Vegas.
poised guys. I got
was
to notice.
very,
Yeah,
so
very
I
poised
was
guy.
very pleasant with them. Well, I understand that the things. I told the lady, I said, "Listen, I know y'all deal with thousands of bags. As long as you get it back quickly,
I'm a tolerable guy.
Yeah, I'm like,
give me a couple days.
I just have to know you're trying.
yeah. I mean,
to
they
make-
literally had it for me that night.
Right.
Like, I'm like, so look, it is what it is. We're all good. I got clothes. I'll go buy some clothes. If I gotta buy some clothes, I'll buy some clothes. Or I was actually in Vegas, so probably didn't even need clothes at that point. So it was like I did learn that too. So it was awesome. But anyways, So everything's done there. But anyways, I think you'll see this guy start in Atlanta against Ole Miss. Number 14, Marvin Dallas. Now, let me tell you a little bit about him.
You just picked him because of the last name.
Listen,
be real.
I know. Yeah,
That's what you did.
oh, Dallas,
Listen,
yeah.
and here's the problem. 99.9% of the time, I would have helped you, and we would have double teamed him, and we would have gave him all kinds of flack about picking Marvin Dallas, of course. The only problem, that 1.1% chance, I chose Marvin Dallas too. So now I have to choose somebody different.
So now
and
you
had
gotta
to
go looking.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Fair enough. But just to remind people about him, he played a little bit last year, but like I said, this year I think he's going to start at that kind of that wild linebacker, the card position.
Card position, yeah.
I think you'll see him there.
He's playing that Troy Polamalu, right?
Yeah, he did.
Right?
Yeah, something just like
Your favorite
that.
Steeler.
Yeah, my
former player, right.
favorite Steeler. I know. Listen.
I'm gonna keep on you all day. Now that I know you're a Cowboys fan, it's on, bud.
Listen, I developed a horrendous rivalry last year with the Steelers. It was
So much so he bailed.
It's only a rivalry.
It
if
got
you can beat
nasty.
us.
Listen, it got nasty. Well, see, the Cowboys did beat them last year, but the refs didn't allow Dallas to win.
Here we go.
even though they outplayed them and did everything humanly possible to win.
That's the most sidestepping,
It was
politically
like,
correct BS I've ever heard in my life.
I was like, hey, we can only do what we can do here. But actually, same exact as Brian. Marvin Dallas played at Glenn High School. So he was the third-ranked player in Georgia.
Wait a minute, what?
That's pretty solid.
He was the third-ranked player in the state of Georgia?
Yeah, he attended.
Linebacker overall.
Yeah, no, just overall. He was the top-ranked.
Wait.
And he's on Floyd Street?
Our school
All right.
has the number 3 Georgia player in uniform here.
From a couple years ago. Yeah, from a couple years ago. He was ranked the third ranked player in Georgia. He was, when he went to JUCO, because he had some issues, had to go to junior college, which happens.
Right.
Challenge.
Hey, listen, just ask the guy sitting across from you.
Yeah. Not me. I had a 3.8.
Jeez. No, I had.
I'm still out there.
I went to school for 38 days total. Shamefully, keep going. It's not about me. It's about Marvin.
I did cut lunch one time.
Oh,
Listen, went to Subway, and then you know what I did? We went to Subway, and we went back. I got back to class.
He's a bad boy, y'all.
No. I'm like, watch it now.
What about that pass?
Yeah, watch it now. When he went to junior college, though, he was the number 1 junior college outside linebacker by 247.
Here?
Yeah, it's pretty good. He ran a 4.6. He also played basketball, track, and ran hurdles. Scored nearly half of his team's points in the 6A state tournament meet with a 4th place finish in the 300-meter hurdles and a 5th place finish in high jump.
We need to get this guy some NIL. We got to keep him on campus. Let's keep him paid. I don't care how we do it. Let's find some sponsors for this guy and his NIL program.
Check this out. He also qualified for the 110 hurdles and was a part of Glenn's 400 relay team and was named to the Brunswick Boys Track Most Valuable Player. So he was the best in the whole thing there in that area. Improved on his qualifying time in the 300 hurdles. Listen. He shaved more than a second off his time, and in the finals, he finished it in 38 seconds, which, if you don't know, that's dang near Olympic qualifying. So, like, it's pretty good. Yeah, I mean, this is a pretty good player here, man. So I think you're going to see him in the starting lineup by all accounts, talking to people over there and stuff. Mm-hmm. I think he's going to be a guy you're going to see number 14 out there when we all go to Atlanta, and it's pretty good.
I tell you what, Brian Hall, this is what we're going to do. We're going to give Thomas a chance to get through the break, clear his head, get out the jitters. And we'll let Thomas go out of the break, and myself. Do you have any song requests for the next segment?
Did you not recall me saying that I was United States Marine? I don't get jitters, baby. I'm here. I'm here.
Middays with Thomas Belligan on 93.9 The Ville.